Okay, so this is the bot I just completed. Don't mind this one. This is the current trade running on one of the previous bots, but not the one I'm going to launch now. The one I'm going to launch now is called Quantum Automata version 1, which is the very first product we really worked at to be successful. I've done some back testing. This is May 1st to May. Let's try May 30th. No, May 30th. All right. So the parameters of the bot is just straightforward. The martingale, the lot size. I'm not using martingale. I'm not using the lot size. I think I just want to leave it to be minimal as it's well like this. So the equity, I'll be risking 20% of my equity for throughout the trade, and I want you to see how it really goes. So I've launched it. It will display. You see what it's going to show. Trade is 30 minutes. The time frame is 30 minutes. I'm using the current spread. And basically, let's launch. All right. As you can see at the top corner left is the panel, is the bot's panel. The panel of the bot displays a few things. Displays the currency pair, the bid and the ask price. Okay. Then it also displays the profit and loss. Of course, I think this is minus $44.94, right? So the drawdown is 88%. The candlestick, yeah, okay, this one measures the time and it says it's a real account. It's not a real account. It's just it's testing the account. So let's see the performance and the graph. So apparently it moved the account to about 552 on the 5th of May, and it had a drawdown. So if the profit factor is 0.15 here, so basically it stopped here, but that's probably because the bot did not execute the daily drawdown, because I actually made it to be 20% daily drawdown. So if the bot obeyed the 20% daily drawdown, automatically it will have closed for the day by here. It means you moved the account to 559, and then you lost 20% of the account and the bot stops working. But let's say when it's going to resume the next day, because the last trading day here happened to be 5th. So let's say I put it to be 6th of May, 6th of May down to May 30th. I'm going to launch the bot to, this is the first visual. I will you to continue in the second visual with, let's say, the 500. And then it starts again, the bot start taking the trade. Of course, like you see, the visual start counting. It's moving. I mean, the bot is great, and the aggressiveness is minimal compared to the previous one I did a few days back. So now, again, it had a drawdown, 80% drawdown on the 8th of May. On the 8th of May. So, but by then it had already added 20. Let's look at the graph or the result here. It moved the account to 526, 20% of the drawdown, or whatever drawdown percentage you set, which is really where the sweetness of the bot is. Once you have a drawdown set, depending on the capital, I'm using 500 capital for those who want to start with a minimal capital. So you set maybe like 2%, 5% drawdown, and then the bot stops trading. But then you say this is the 8th of May. You change the date again to say to continue trading after the 8th of May. It starts trading. So this is the first one, the first trade that we have, second trade, and the third one. So I will show you what it can do by just, yeah, let's keep watching the bot. Um, so, and that's why I many times cancel if, okay, there was a drawdown. That was why the thing went to, it had a drawdown and start making the money back up. So let's keep observing. So once you have a realistic target, a daily target, usually the bot can get you, um, say on the $500 account, if you target $20, $50 per day, you should be very good. It has hit the $50 per day. You can stop the bot from trading and you close it and let it start working on the second day. But I'm doing this because I wanted to trade all through. I wanted to just, this is the worst case scenario of what the bot can do. Just do your worst case scenario. It has moved the account to 580 up to 590, right? So I believe it has the capacity, it's moving it, it's going, it has a drawdown again. Now, it's had a two drawdown, right? And it's still at 580, 585. So, but so far the board is going great. This is 500 606. If it has another drawdown, it will draw down the capital, but you see, it kept recovering the capital and whatnot. So with the daily drawdown, you're actually very, very safe working with the board. It took me quite some while to modify all the functionalities, defining stuff with the board. So from a 500 account, it moved it to 646, and it has had drawdown. Okay, here's another drawdown, right? So, but still going great. So the moment the board has a drawdown, it stops trading for the day, but you can choose to activate it manually back. So if your 2% drawdown hits, the bot will stop trading. It will stop. Is a functionality I gave it. So, and then you see, there was another drawdown, and then, but it kept going because, like I said, this is 699. The board has moved from 500 uh, to 700, and it's still going. So, basically, that is the performance of the bots. I mean, at Quantum Automata, we want to be very honest and transparent with you. I will show you the failures of the bot. I will show you the performance of the bot. So with a good daily drawdown, you can make it more aggressive. Yeah, we're good. We're very good. Great. So you can make the bot more aggressive by reducing the time frame, but I'll suggest you stick with 30 minutes. So the bot started with where is it? It started with $500 here, and here we are with $700 for the month of May, right? This is the graph. It kept increasing. There were a lot of peaks and troughs with the graph, but you move the account, and I think this is very fine. And like I said, if you stay realistically to what you want, you would actually make money with the bot. If you stay very, very realistic, if you're very realistic with the bot. So that is for the month of May. Now we had two drawdowns. The first drawdown here, it stopped the whole capital out because this is a back testing. In the real life setting, it will stop trading, right? But since it's a back testing, it will just keep trading. Then we got stopped out, meaning we have a 20% reduction. That will be 100. It means we go back to 20% of 500 is $100. Great. So we go back to 400. So let's say we have 459 left. And in the second trade, let's say we started with 459. We had another drawdown of 100%. So we have 300 and 449 plus 5. But do the math. I mean, just do the math. But on the third time, in the third time, the board now let's say moved 449 to 762, which is okay for me for a less aggressive. But like I said, if you want it to be more aggressive, you can go to the lower time frame. To if you want me if you want the bot to be more aggressive, go to lower time frame. Like maybe 5 minutes, 1 minute. It will be taking the trade per minute. For 5 minutes candlestick, it will be taking the trade per 5 minutes. But for the 30 minutes, I want to be taking the trade per 30 minutes so that the whole thing will have enough time to study the market conditions and look at lower time frame and see what is going on before taking a trade. That said, let's continue to working on. Let's move to the month of June. So for the month of June that I'm going to use the data for June from June. I won't use today. I will use a day before today. All right. So, which is yesterday. Yesterday was a very, very crazy day in the market, anyways. But I'm going to use the June's data to test the bot and show you how it's going to perform for the month of June. So here we go. Don't forget we already have 700 capital. I was supposed to change it to 700 capital actually, but let's just keep going with what we have at the moment and see how the bot is going to perform. So, you can reduce the lot size if you want. If you want, I'm using 0.02, very minimal on a 500 on a $500 account, right? So if we're very good to go if we are that minimal. I'm a very conservative person. Those who know me when I trade knows that I'm a very conservative person when I trade. But I honestly believe that what is it called? As much as I want to be conservative, people want to make money and want to preserve their capital. So, well, it's doing well so far. I started the bot June 1, and because the 30-minute time frame, by June 10th, it has moved the account to almost $700. That's $200 in, the more capital you have, you can increase of course, you should know how the Forex market works. And I choose the 30-minute time frame because it will reduce the noise. There's a lot of noise in the lower time frame, a lot of noise in the lower time frame. So the bot is very smart. You see, it kept adjusting the TP when it adds more position to close the position in a minimal loss. Okay, now great. So it moved the account to 818. And let's say we're to follow the rule of the bot, we have $100 drawdown. And today is 12th of June, right? So if you have $100 drawdown, and I'm going to change the date to 13th of June, where is it? Okay, 13th of June. So now let's say we have a drawdown of 20% of the capital, which is 818. If I'm going to set the to 718 here, 0.80, don't miss any details matter. All right, so let's say that is my startup capital, and I want to continue trading the second day, and I start the bot. So we start with 718 as a capital, right? It means that you can comfortable look at the bot and say it can double your account in less than a month. I tell you what the bot can do. The bot is so smart. If you notice on the screen, when it trades, it keeps adjusting the trade, the TP in an adaptive manner to let it, average the profits. Basically, in nutshell, we've had a drawdown. I don't know if you've noticed, we've had a drawdown, but the bot kept trading and it kept going with 718 that we started with. I'm not very impressed that it hasn't hit 800, but I think it just did. All right, so it just hit 800, but I think it can double the account. I'm very confident it can double the account before the end of the month. So this is the month of June, June 2025. Today's 27th, but I'm testing the data from June 1st to June 26th. So basically, and I think it's doing well so far. It's gotten to June 24th. Perfect. This is nice. This is nice. So the bot is not an aggressive type. If you want it to be aggressive, I can do that, but I don't want it to be aggressive. Like I said, I want to preserve your capital and whatnot. So the bot has concluded the trade to the 26th of June, and you can see the graph all the way up, all the way up. Um, and perfect. Profit factor is 1.33, which is very minimal for a 30-minute candlestick time frame. Basically, so walking you through the display, the GUI, like I said, the name of the board, the floating profit and loss, the numbers of trades open, then it counts the total lot size of the trade. And also you can reduce the numbers of trade you want to trade, you want it to take. You can take up to 30 trades. If you have a very robust capital, maybe like 50K, 5K, 10K, 15K, you can just leave it to be maybe 15 trades. So the bot will always help you recuperate back your capital with 0.02, even with a 0.02 on that amount of account. So basically, that is the bot, guys. And I think it is an achievement for me. A lot of sleepless nights, trying to refine the bot. I'll still work on the GUI of the bot. I just need to give me a few details that I need to, monitor the account, blah, 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 blah. But I think we're doing well so far. Thank you, and I believe you're ready to buy the bot. So I'll put the the description and details of what you can do, how you want to get the bot. I'll put it in the description of this video. Shoot. Thank you.